Alright now everybody, I'm just wanting to make this video real quick. Made a video before about emails between my brother and I. I finally figured out how to do this here to where I could actually record everything on screen. I downloaded a recorder, I actually googled it and everything. My brother sent me a text, not a text, a message. Let's see, I'll see if I can scroll up and show what everything did. Right here. Loading right now. Have a natural voice reader I downloaded as well. Had it on my other computer. I downloaded on this computer. Let this load real quick. Got a few things open at once and I'm running off battery power, so it told me I'm out of range of internet. Okay, well, they're not loading right now. If they load, then they'll load. Get things squared away then. But I'm going to go ahead and highlight all this right here. I'll go ahead and let you hear what he wrote. I'm sure you can see on screen. I don't play it on here because I want to try this out anyway. Okay, so I'm out of range from the internet, so I cannot use this particular one. So what we'll do is I'm not sure how much clarity this free voice on here is going to have. Well, the computer had it set up a little bit differently. I'm going to play this real quick. Okay, you heard that. If you were not able to understand, I'm sorry. It is on screen. You can read it. And honestly, my brother really seems to have no idea what he's talking about. It says that's more of what Kelly and I are. First off, bro, if you watch this, I just want you to understand, as far as I know, your wife was born Catholic, and if she's anything other than that, then it sure has not been told to me. But here's the thing, though. To me, it just seems like you're just trying to, I don't really know how to say, so honestly, I'm not even going to go into that bullshit, but begin with, I mean, you're saying that, where is it? You just tell me, are you Googling this or actually reading the Bible? First off, Travis, my brother, I just want you to understand that, I told you to begin with that I was getting this from a Bible. Not Google, the Bible. Okay, so if you're going to go through this shit, then you need to learn how to read what the fuck I'm typing to you. So he says, because anything can be taken out of context will contradictions. Okay, first off, what you probably should have put, because anything can be taken out of context will contradict each other is probably what you should have put. So second, learn proper fucking English, bitch. If you say God does not exist without any source of opinion other than your own, and don't look to the Bible to prove it wrong, then you could be atheist. Travis, first off, you obviously don't know what atheist means. I sent you an email with the definition of it. Okay? A definition of the word atheism. Okay, I sent you an email with that, with the link to the site and everything. If you had actually fucking read it, then you would know what the definition of an atheist is. Okay? Now, first off, just because I am quoting, the Bible in order to prove my point, does not mean that I'm not an atheist. Okay? If you're not an atheist, and if you don't really care, and if you don't want to talk about this, then why the fuck are you trying to convince me that I'm something other than what I am? And this is just bullshit. This just shows what kind of a layman my brother really is. You can see right there, international symbol for marriage, and that's basically what him and his wife fucking are. I'm not using my camera right now because I want to do this on screen. I gotta learn how to do everything together. But it's shit like this that fucking pisses me off. I'm gonna see if I cannot bring my actual camera up. Well, actually, no, I forgot I cannot do it unless I need to configure everything. I reset everything. I have to. Apparently, it's wanting me to reconfigure something. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, beyond that bullshit. Anyway, I just wanted to make this little video to show you, because my brother is obviously not entirely sure of what he's talking about. He thinks he's sure of it, probably, but obviously he does not know what he's talking about. I have actually done the research. I do not believe he could say the same. And my brother, he makes a lot of money. And he thinks that he can just tell everybody, what to fucking do, basically, it seems like. And, the reason I say that, after saying he makes a lot of money, because he was not like that before he met his wife. He was not like this before he started making all this money. My brother used to be the kind of person I could actually fucking talk to. But now it's not like that. Now it seems like it's either you see things the way he sees it, or fuck you. I mean, that's basically the way it seems. And I'm getting sick and tired of his shit. I tried to be open with him. I tried to share with him some of my life choices, hoping that he would accept me for who I am, but apparently that's beneath him. Apparently he's one of those, I'm too good for you motherfucker types. He wants to tell people what they are and all this other shit, and apparently, I know I'm just rambling on here, but that's honestly because I'm so fucking pissed right now. I'm trying to bite my tongue so I don't fucking get up and scream and yell and curse at the top of my fucking lungs because the kids are in the house. And I really don't want them to hear me going off like that. First off, they're not my kids, they're my sister's kids. They're at the house babysitting today. Anyway, I just want to go ahead and make this, get it off my chest. And, bro, if you see this, I just have one message for you. Do some fucking research before you talk to me about this shit. I have actually done the research. I sent you the links. You have yet to send me one fucking link. Oh, I take it back. You did send me one link on a website for a definition of the word anarchies. And first off, that's the website you sent me. I don't even remember what it's called, but I have not ever heard of it before. I googled it, the name of the website, and nothing came up. So obviously it's not a very well-known source, and something that's not a very well-known source cannot be a very reliable source. The definition I got was from Webster's Dictionary Online, I believe is what it was. No, I'm sorry, Wikipedia. But I did cross-reference it with another site. I cannot remember the name of it. If I can put it in the description, I will. But anyway, bro, if you're watching this, I want you to know that you are a miserable little fuck, and that I do not give a rat's ass what you fucking think. I know what I am. If you do not believe I am what I am, then keep it to your fucking self, and from here on out, keep your opinions to yourself. And that's just my message to my brother if he watched this. For all the rest of you, you know, I hope everybody knows what they are. If I have gotten anything wrong here, if anybody's done more research than I have, please do send me a message. You can email me. My email address is atheistman24@gmail.com. I will be happy to hear your opinions. Just for the record, do not send me an email to that address unless you have fucking proof. If you have done the research, put it in the message with the link to where you got the information from, and I'll be more than happy to look at it. But if you email me going on about what you know and everything without actually showing me proof of your research, then a big old fuck you, basically. I believe in what I can see, what I can research, what I can see proof for. And as far as God is concerned, Travis, I do not believe that there is a God. I do not believe there's a devil, heaven, or hell, or any of that other bullshit the Bible goes on about. Like the whole story of Noah Ark, I mean, yeah, it probably sounds pretty fucking good and all that, but it never happened. Okay? We have proof that it never happened. I mean, the Bible says that the water was climbed to the highest land mass, highest points of land. There was no dry land anywhere on earth, or some shit like that. I don't know exactly what it was. I don't have a Bible in front of me. I use the e-Bible because I don't have an actual physical Bible of my own. Excuse me, I do plan on getting one, but until I do, I'll have to use e-Bible, which is where I got the quotation I used from. And try to think you all watching this, I do have a video about all the contradictions of the Bible. One of the ones I sent you is actually in there. It's 23 of them to be exact, from the ones I put in that video. And on top of that, furthermore to state, I will not believe that there is a God or any of that other bullshit unless you can prove it to me. And show me some proof other than the Bible, something that has been contradicted so many times. And whether you take it out of context or not, some of the shit that's in the Bible that contradicts each other, you cannot take it out of context. I mean, it's just, common sense should be enough to tell you that the Bible's fucked up and fake. I mean, people who wrote it must have been lazy as shit. I mean, they did not really take any time and thought to go back and see what they wrote before they kept on writing shit to make sure they were not contradicting something that they'd already said in it. I mean, and on top of that, translations. A good friend of mine commented on one of my videos about the contradictions. And he made a good point. A lot of the... And just for the record, this person that made the comment he's a Christian. And he's also a good friend of mine. So I'm not against all Christians. But he made a real good point. He said, a lot of this stuff was mistranslated from the original Hebrew text. And that is absolutely correct. For an example, we're talking about the crucifixion of Christ. It said they put nails to his hands. Okay, well, in the original text, the Hebrew language, the word for hand also stands for wrist, and I believe forearm. I'm not totally sure the forearm part, but I know it stands for at least hand and wrist. Because back then they saw the wrist as part of the hand. I mean, if you do your research, if you look at what we know about the past, and then you will know that is true. And one thing I would not mind doing is actually getting a Hebrew text Bible in the Hebrew language, and actually doing some of the translation myself. That's something I actually would not mind doing. There are tons and tons of sources out there for translation programs. Translate.google.com, or is it translation.google.com? It's one of those things. Anyway, you go to Google, type in translation, and I believe it's the first one on the search. And they translate tons of languages. They even translate Irish Gaelic. It's listed as Irish, but I mean, it is insane. And a lot of the languages up there, they will actually read it to you in that language. Unfortunately, Irish is not one of them that reads it in the language for you, but a lot of them do have the voice on it where it'll read it for you. That way you can make sure you're pronouncing everything correctly. It's an absolutely awesome app you can use. I mean, not really an app, I would say. It's a website. I would probably classify it as. I'm not really sure if I would classify it as an app. But, because I don't think you can download that one. But there are other ones that you can download. I used to have one on my smartphone before it, unfortunately, got trashed. Funny story on that one. But, it's just so many things that the Bible says that contradicts itself, and so many things that are incorrect as far as translation goes. So many things that are just not physically or humanly possible. Like a man living in the stomach of a whale. First off, there's no really oxygen in there that I'm aware of. I mean, I could be wrong with that. I'm not totally sure of how that works, but I do know one thing: inside inside the stomach of any animal, particularly a whale, I would imagine there'd be a very high level of stomach acid, which is very corrosive, I would imagine. And to think of what it would be like to sit inside of a whale's stomach acid, I mean, I don't think you could survive in there. I mean, the toxic fumes from that acid, I would imagine, would be overwhelming and lethal. I'm not totally sure of the physiological aspects of a whale, but I'm pretty sure it's not something you can survive by any means, by any stretches of the imagination whatsoever. Um, but some people, they just need to get their shit right before they come and start talking to me or anyone else for that matter. I mean, if you want to talk about your beliefs, that's fine. I mean, but make sure you got your shit right to start with. You know, make sure you have actual proof of what you're talking about. But anyway, I think that's enough for this video. Anyone, if you have anything to say about this video, please comment. I don't really give a fuck what you say in the comments. You can curse me out if you want to. I don't really give a fuck. I'm the kind of person I know how to take criticism. I even get pissed off over it. I like to try to stay as peaceful as I can, although I do get pissed off quite often. I do try to manage my temper, and I think that is a very good aspect of myself. But anyway, just leave a comment. Thank you, and goodbye.